Hey guys, this is Hell Hades, free to play. Guys, it might be back on. Okay, I did a video talking about the Fusion as a free to play champion, free to play player, basically calling out that I think it's already a done and dusted thing. Like it's probably already a goner. But I did say that I will carry on until it definitely is, because the Fusion would be massive for my free to play account. Now, already this weekend, I've been up and down, all the way back down to like 60 gems, because I've been throwing resources at this forever. Please be Raphalos in here. Please be Raphalos. Go on, make my Monday morning. Raphalos. Still not there. Still not there. So let me show you through what's going down here. I can't show you. I was hoping to show you all of the events that have ended. So Summon Rush, tick. Okay, I did it. I must have pulled 500 mystery shards over the weekend. I was farming campaign like a madman. I was earning mystery shards and using them straight away. And I also went on a mission run and got 2 void shards. The first void shard was all I needed to get me over the edge, which enabled me to have a spare void shard. So I've actually done the Summon Rush. I got to the 150 points, totally free to play. I saved for 1 week before the Summon Rush started, and I got the points that I needed. A massive, massive achievement in itself doing that, honestly. And I've done all of the events so far. I've also been pushing hard in champion training, because why not? You've got a champ train anyway, right? And I think the legendary book, the epic book are good value. So I've got myself through those. You can see at the moment, I am sitting in 2nd place with just under a day to go. I'm in dodgy territory, right? Because I need to now bolster champions for champion training for the next champion training event, the hero path. We know that's going to be champion training and it's going to be hard. But I also would love these 5 fragments. Like these 5 fragments are actually a game changer, because it could mean that I don't need to do any of the next shard event if I can do all the other events. So these 5 here are actually massive. Honestly, the difference probably between me doing the Fusion and not, these 5, right? So that's pretty insane. The tournament for Spider is live. I'm doing that right now. I've held back a bit of resource because I did a bit yesterday, but I'm like, I'm not going to use any gems or anything yet, because I know I can do this. But I wanted to wait until the next Dungeon Divers popped up, because Dungeon Divers is probably the hardest thing. As I say, I used a lot of gems last time. I used 500 odd gems, and I got the 500 energy in the mix as well. So I actually used a ton of energy to do the last Dungeon Divers, and I did it mainly in campaign. Did it mainly just doing the campaign runs, right? So I currently am on 45 fragments. So I think I've got every single fragment you can get so far, which is massive. As I say, it's a massive achievement for the free to play. And the Fusion, as it stands right now, it is on. A couple of things which I've been doing, which I didn't expect to be doing. Live Arena. I've done more Live Arena fights on this account than my main account by a long way. Okay, so Live Arena has actually earned me a decent amount of stuff. Energy, a few gems, you know, some stuff. Nothing too crazy, but it's stuff nonetheless. You know, anytime you're getting more stuff, it's good. Hopefully we get some gems in here and a shard. Good. Some speed boots. Nice. Those. Some brews. We need it. Anything I can do to be topping up the brews now for the next event is massive. Like all of these things, I'm now thinking to the future of what events are coming up. Anytime I can have energy, I take it. I literally buy this, sometimes this, all the time, because I'm not doing the long-term play on Drex, right? So these 3 I buy whenever they come back. Always. Yeah, I'm always doing it. And it's helping me stay afloat, honestly, in some of these different events. So I'm hard grinding the lot. You know, I pushed further in Faction Wars, and I picked myself up a couple more rewards in there. Not anything major, just a couple of rewards. And all of those are helping me towards getting these things done. During the champion training, I've decided that Golden Reaper is the one I'm going to go for. So I took Golden Reaper up to 5-star, and then I've started to get her food ready for her. So I've got 3 other 5 stars waiting to go into her to 6-star. I've got another dude who's ready to 6-star up. And yeah, so I need one more like 40, and then a bunch of the other 3 stars, and I will have another 6-star champion. So Golden Reaper's going to be the choice. I've pushed Golden Reaper as a quick champ, 240 odd speed, and I've been throwing books in. Super unlucky on the books. Look at this. I just wanted this, really. Needed this cooldown, but didn't hit me. So I'm waiting on that. And my Rathalos here, again, super unlucky. Cooldown, no, and then that. So, but he's being booked up at the same time as well. With my single Void Shard that you didn't see, I did pull myself an Aila Life Braid, who's, I think, is kind of okay, but not great. I don't know. I don't know if I want to invest. This is the reason why I like her, the A3. So block debuffs for 2 turns. They're quite rare champions, but it's on a 4-turn cooldown, not a 3. It's a good heal. And then she's got quite a cool passive, a rare passive to get, really, that someone's just got a chance of having another turn. Both her and Golden Reaper are not good for speed tuning. They're not good champions to build out for speed tuning stuff because extra turns throw speed tunes out, and randomly reducing the cooldown of skills is not good for speed tuning. So although I've decided to go with her because it's just someone better than, not better, someone different to Pykatoon, it might be a mistake long term, honestly. It might be a mistake. But anyway, they're my 2 kind of like Void champions now that I've got in the mix. The other thing which I'm going to do, so we've got this kind of like free gear removal. In fact, I've already done it a bit. I've pushed Rathalos's gear to a better level. I've now got nearly 100% crit rate with a decent crit damage amount and a decent attack amount. So he's hitting harder. Done the same sort of thing with Kale. Just move some gear around to make him better. I did the Golden Reaper change. So I'm starting to get builds in a better spot. I'm making use of this kind of like free gear move around thing, right? You might as well use it whilst it's there, no matter what level of player you are. But yeah, so now I'm basically setting myself up for next week. And I did a video about this a little while ago. And I basically said there's times where farming champions within Spider is the best move, right? And I'm going with a guaranteed 100% team. I could do this probably with just Kale, like I showed in my video, but I don't want to risk 24 energy being wasted. Okay, so what I've done is I've got 3 food champions coming in with Rathalos and Kale, stage 10 Spider. This is going to be how I do Spider and Dungeon Divers for the next 3 days. Okay, so what that's doing is it's giving me some extra champion training points right now, which might enable me to get those extra 5 fragments, which is important, right? Remember, I just spoke about it. If I could get those 5, wow, it's a game changer. It's also getting me ready for the next event, which is that path, which we don't know about yet. The hero path could be the reason I fail. Yeah, it could be the reason I don't do this. Everything else, apart from maybe the champion chase, but champion chase is a little bit in my gift to work on. If I think about the fusion calendar, let me just grab it up. By the way, we always have this on hellhades.com. We always have a fusion guide for every fusion where we kind of go through what the different events are for the day, what the champion can do, how you should be spending your time. Yeah, so Never from the team will update every single day how you should be planning your time, planning your energy. But if we look back at the fusion calendar here, so we're on this stage, Spider with Dungeon Divers 2. And it doesn't, Dungeon Divers 2 does not go into any other event. So I'm going all in with Spider. Yeah, I'm going all in with this tactic of Dungeon Divers doing Spider whilst farming champions. But I need to get ready for the Hero's Path here. I've got another artifact event to follow, which I need silver for because I'm out of silver. But I did do the current artifact event. We then go into Dragon at the same time of this Hero's Path. And there's no more Dungeon Diver events. So Hero's Path is going to be the big one, honestly. It's probably basically, and in fact, I think we know. It's definitely leveling champions. It might be the equivalent of Dungeon Divers as well in terms of gaining artifacts. But yeah, we've got this champion chase here. We've got another classic arena. That's easy enough. Ice Golem, kind of tough for me on this account, but should be fine. I just need to replenish resources. So if I get 5 fragments from this champion training that we're doing right now and don't need to do champion chase, then actually I'm in a good spot to be able to do this fusion. I am in a good spot. I don't really have tons of extra resources like gems and stuff, but I can also do along the way when we've got the Hero's Path, I can go out and find the champions for Relic Keeper and level those as part of the champion training part, and then fuse Relic Keeper as well. So that's the other thing. Once Spider is done, I could divert my energy into getting champions ready for the path and starting to find the right champions to be able to fuse Relic Keeper. Okay, so that's the other option, and it's a good one. It's a good one as well. You know, I need a bunch of farmable stuff. Farmable. These 4 are farmable. Annoyingly, I did have this dude because I had to fuse him before, but I fed him along the way like an idiot. So that's actually cost me quite a lot of time right now. Not looking ahead and not thinking ahead has cost me a bit of time and a lot of energy. Because farming each of these could be 1 run. It could be 100 runs. It could be 1,000 runs. I've got no idea. So this is a concern if I want to do Relic Keeper during the Hero's Path. But I've got to be farming champions at that point anyway, you know, in terms of leveling and stuff. So, you know, I've got a chance. Let's just do this quick summon here. I don't think this is possible to get into Champion Chase, no. So I've got no slots. I've got 1 vault space. Everything's like stacking up at the minute. What are we doing? Stagnite would be good. Stagnite would be good. This guy. Alarit, he hits really hard, this guy. Chance of decreasing turn meter by 7.5. It's just like, why would you choose this over Armager, you know? Armager does it by so much more than this epic. Removing buffs, blah, blah, blah. AoE decrease attack again, though, actually. Could be 100% AoE decrease attack and decrease accuracy. That's quite good. That's quite good. This steel here. But whether you want to invest in him, mainly for Ice Golem, honestly. Ice Golem progress, this will make it really easy. This steel here would make it very easy. Okay, anyway, not terrible, not brilliant, but if nothing else, I've got someone else to help me through faction wars and that type of stuff, because, you know, you just want to be pushing wherever you can some extra stars. Like, since I last did faction wars, I've now got, basically here, I've got a team. Yeah, I've got a team of champions that I can use, and even if they are low bobs, it should be enough to get me a bunch of new stars, as long as I put some, you know, bare level gear on them. Like, so you can imagine someone like this, just throwing some gear on, normally speed boots, normally HP chests or something like that, normally HP gloves, or if it's someone who's actually in there to do your hits, then it might be crit rate gloves and whatever, you know. So you need to decide who's going to be in there doing some damage for you, and generally it's like the 4-star that's doing your damage. Trying to make sure that all of these have got some sort of gear on, because if they have, yeah, so she could do with something else on. Christ, I need some more room. Can't afford the room. Let's put him in the reserve vault. Put him here. Just find some speed boots. Ideally, I don't want to spend any silver, so if I got any which have already been leveled a bit, I would do that. Don't have a way to make the set. So all I do, maximum, is take it to level 8 on a faction war only champion, just to give them a chance. Even then, she's super slow. She's got crap gear on. She's got crap stuff on. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It should be enough to get me going. And this guy's got no gear on at all. So this is a problem. Again, you kind of look for stuff that you might have already just put some levels into. Obviously, it wasn't good enough to use. What do I want here? Helm. Crit damage gloves. Probably not. Crit rate gloves I will do. And then some boots again. And, I mean, yeah, I probably should have done just a set of, I'm just thinking of steals. He's got some debuffs. Yeah, so I should have done a set of these two. Perception gear. Set of perception gear goes a long way in these early faction war champions. So, look at that piece. Beautiful. Bit fast. Accuracy to do stuff. He's going to die kind of quick, but let's see. For the early levels, it should be fine. And then this is how you start to earn some faction war stars without really having a team. And all the time I'm earning stars, guess what? I'm gaining more stuff. Back to that point. More stuff. It's going to help me with this fusion, the more stuff I've got. So if I can get this team just 3-star in the first few levels, and it might mean that I have to manual some of it, honestly. If I can get this team just 3-star in a few levels, then that's going to be an extra 10-odd stars for my faction wars, which goes a long way. So look, I guess that's probably it, really. I just wanted to show you that even though it felt like it was basically impossible to do this fusion, I'm still in the mix. I'm still in the mix. I know that I'm not the average player, okay? I know that. And the average player would not have probably thought their way through the amount of resource management that I'm doing, okay? And that's, I'm not trying to be braggy or anything there. That's just a fact. Like, they probably wouldn't have done it. But if they did, or if they learn from these videos the way I'm doing stuff, then maybe with a little bit of saving, you do the next fusion if you want to. And it is, they are grindy. They are, you know, I spent a lot of time on my phone over the weekend when, you know, when probably I should have been playing a board game with the kids or something. You know, that's it. It's, yeah, it's not easy to do these. They're very time intensive if you want to get all this stuff done that they put out there. But I am kind of shocked that I'm still in the mix. Yeah, so we will see. We will see how we get on. And I mean, you know, I guess the hero's path is unknown, and this kind of like champion training I'm doing right now is a little bit unknown as well. So we'll see if I manage to pick up the shards and fragments for that. But if I don't, I'm going to end up with a ton of these fragments that I turn into stuff from High Mother Maud stuff anyway. So either way, it's not terrible. But there you go, guys. I've been Hell Hades, free to play. It's still on. I'll see you soon.